Us millennials have a pretty bad reputation so far. People call us lazy, selfish, selfie lovers. But I have to disagree, of course, especially when it comes to environmental issues and clean energy, where that's an area where millennials actually lead in understanding the importance of it and in taking action in it. So tonight, I'll tell you a little bit about it from my experience. So as Bill said, I grew up in Israel, and over there, recycling was always a big deal. My family taught me to care about the environment and to do my part to fight against environmental issues. But honestly, I always thought I can't really do much about it. And then when I moved to Shanghai, I got a better idea of how environmental issues really affect people's life. But it just even reinforced my idea that it's too big. When you see the pollution every day, you're like, how am I gonna change that? Until one day that changed. I walked around Lujiazui. It's a main road in Shanghai. It's where the NYU building is. And I saw a little girl wearing an air pollution mask as usual, but she had a Hello Kitty face on it. So that got me thinking. So the problem hasn't really changed. Air pollution was the same that day as the day before. And the circumstances haven't changed because it was still a huge problem that I can't solve by myself. But seeing her with a mask that was intentionally created for kids and for girls, that just made me feel different. And I realized the urgency to do something about it now, and I just couldn't ignore those feelings anymore. That's when I decided to get involved in Green Shanghai, which is NYU's Shanghai Environmental and Sustainability Organization. After a few weeks as a member, I still felt like we're doing too much about raising awareness and recycling and things like that, but not really about making people take action to create sustainable solutions and to move forward renewable energy. So that's when I ran for president, and after being elected, I started long-term projects on campus, in China, and in the global NYU network. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy. So at NYU Shanghai, for the first time, I wanted to do an urban farm on campus. And it took a whole year to get it planned and to get it approved and to have it approved in Shanghai with the authorities that own the building, and then get it approved from New York and all that. So it took a whole year. Then we got that happened. And now students can actually plant their own vegetables, eat them later, enjoy that, while also we're using compost from the cafeteria in the school and using that in the soil in the ground. So it became a whole project where students can also learn academically, but enjoy their own food. Thank you. In China, it took a while to establish connections with other organizations, and even longer to actually do things together with them. So now we work with organizations such as NRDC, Roots and Shoots, TOMS, the shoes, and other universities, American universities and Chinese universities. And we expose others to sustainability in different fields and their opportunities in them in their careers. And in the global NYU network, which has 13 campuses around the world, including Shanghai, where I go, which no one knows about, I started Go Green Week, which is a week full of events to raise awareness of environmental issues and sustainable solutions and inspire others to take action. And it started as a very small event that I started with my friend on campus in Shanghai, and we just wanted to do a little challenge and make people pledge for a week to be vegetarian or vegan. But even that was really hard in China because there's no word for vegan in Mandarin. So as you talk about linguistics, that was hard to try to explain what vegan is. So we were like, okay, let's start with vegetarian. But even vegetarian is not really a word. So the word in Chinese for it is 吃素, which means eat vegetables. But I can eat vegetables and eat meat. So it was very difficult to get that going, but we got that. And after a year, we were able to actually expand it to other NYU campuses around the world, including the main one in New York, and had 13 events on the Shanghai campus, including the challenge to be vegan or vegetarian for the week. We had another challenge to reduce the consumption of energy in the dorms, in the residence hall. And we had film screenings, talks by PETA, a reusable art workshop, ecological diet session, a trash fashion show, and a public conference where we had 200 people coming that are outside of the university coming and listening to a whole day with 15 notable speakers. So now we're working on spreading it even more outside of the NYU global network. So not just NYU campuses, other universities and other organizations. So if you guys are interested, let me know. And we're also working this year on having the first environmental film festival in Shanghai, which is going to be the first one in China. Hopefully it's going to take place in March, 2017. So having things done, seeing changes happen, and knowing I had part in it makes me feel amazing, honestly. I now feel that environmental issues are not that big to tackle, but it's for all of us to solve. When people talk about environmental issues, they talk about the future generations, our children, how we're gonna leave the world behind. But I think this is wrong. This is not about the future. This is about the present. It's about right now. People all over the world suffer from environmental issues as we speak on a daily basis. So in Israel, I felt the issues of water resources and the need to not rely on oil and to use solar energy. In Shanghai, I breathe polluted air every day. And I worry about the health of the food that I eat because of water pollution, but also soil pollution, which is a big problem there. And even here in the States, I worry about drinking tap water and about earthquakes that are related to fracking, which is now proven. So I think it's everywhere. So it's not just about my generation as a millennial. It's not about future generations. It's about all of us in this room and everyone who's alive right now. Clean energy is the main solution for environmental problem, and it's already available. So stopping to use fossil fuels and using renewable energy will definitely get us closer to eliminate air, water, and soil pollution. And we need to do it now. So I hope you got inspired by all of us today, and you'll continue to push towards sustainability in your government, through your work, and in your personal life. So environmental issues are big, and it's not easy to solve, but it is up to all of us to tackle it and try. Thank you.